Right to hope. I was a criminal law paralegal for about 17 years. I've met men that have been convicted of the most heinous crimes, and I've observed over time how many of them had changed and become model prisoners. People that I now consider to be my friends, that I believe are truly sorry for what they have done, and would never commit another crime. As a Christian, I also believe in man's capacity for change, that justice and mercy should be considered in sentencing, and that our current prison system is cruel, inhumane, and a waste human potential. But it wasn't till I read the book, The Meaning of Life, by authors Mark Mauer and Ashley Nellis, that I realized how backwards American philosophy is concerning criminal sentencing compared to the rest of the civilized world, and about the powerful concept of the right to hope. Here's a synopsis of that wonderful book. Virtually all industrialized nations other than the United States have repealed capital punishment and life without parole sentences. In the case of Vinter and others versus United Kingdom, the court essentially barred the imposition of life without parole sentences in member nations, based on the principle that all prisoners should have the right to hope. The decision requires that individuals who have transformed themselves in prison and have atoned at some point in their prison term to have an opportunity to be released. The Vinter case is noteworthy because of the nature of the crimes. All three plaintiffs had committed murder described variously as grotesque, sadistic, and torturous. In Vinter's case, he had already been released twice before from prison for serious crimes before he committed these offenses. Yet, these individuals were deemed by the European Court to be capable of reform. Further, Norway abolished life sentences in 1981, with the government proposal stating that life imprisonment is not compatible with our conception of humanity. Then, in Denmark and Finland, lifers can be released after 12 years of imprisonment, and in Sweden after 8 years. On the other end of the spectrum is the United States. A comprehensive 2016 international analysis of life imprisonment found that the number of people serving life sentences in the U.S. is higher than the combined total of the 113 countries surveyed. Another study shows the U.S. accounts for 40% of the world's total life sentences. Thus, it's time for change. We have to start recognizing the inherent dignity of every human and that everyone should have the right to hope. We, the people that are the government of the United States, need to demand for our representatives to repeal capital punishment, life without parole, and virtual life without parole sentences. This was produced by Jeffrey S. Nichols, who recommends the book, The Meaning of Life. It's on Amazon.